back basketball action at the AT&T Center. We're in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Latina, celebration of Latin culture in the league. It's become an annual tradition and a very good one. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. You look at Atlanta, winning their last 3 games. They'd like to make that 4 in a row here tonight.
Well, they played extremely well during this win streak, Kevin, but right now they're in the midst of a game that might not continue. The team they're facing wants to end the streak that they're on right now.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Bazemore is the 3 with Millsap the 4. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Hardaway. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against Memphis.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
Absolutely agree. They cruised to the win on the strength of a total team effort on the offensive end. Didn't matter what unit they had on the floor. All 5 guys in sync.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
A terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Yes, that goes in. Brent, as we move towards the middle of the season, teams can start to get mentally fatigued during the grind. How do players keep their focus during that stretch?
This is a great time for coaches to introduce a few interesting concepts. Maybe put in some new plays or defensively challenge his teams during games where maybe they have a 15 or 20-point lead, and you can ask your team to switch up some of their coverages. That'll re-engage the mind of a player really quickly throughout the course of a season.
Now here is Hardaway. 8 points his last outing. Slammed in by Howard.
And these dunk attempts are just too easy for Howard. All he has to do is rise up, and he's golden.
Here's Murray. Outside Leonard. From 12 feet out. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Good chance you're getting to phase 2 of your defense here as you make adjustments to try and cool him down.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Isn't that a rock and roll band? They need to be up in his jersey. It'd be a bad idea to let him get going and get hot early like that.
Over in the corner, Green. 13 feet away. That one doesn't go. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
Well, it was, because they got to play a lot of the second half against the second unit. The guys that ordinarily would have been out there were stuck on the bench with all those fouls.
So it's the Spurs now, following the 3 by Atlanta. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
This is what Green brings to the offense, the unwavering confidence to rise up and hit threes.
This quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Bazemore for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Bazemore's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Murray, guarded closely. Here's Leonard. There's the pass to Murray. Back to Leonard, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. The Hawks leading by 5. And here's Schroeder. He had 16 points in the win against Memphis.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Now here's Green, following the miss by Paul Millsap. Outside Leonard. Dedmon dishes to Murray. Spurs passing it around. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Murray.
And this is where all the years of experience come into play. Aldridge didn't enter the league with a great catch-and-shoot game, but he sure developed it.
Screen by Howard. Schroeder kicks to Hardaway. Back to Schroeder. Launches it. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Yeah, just at the end there, you could see the shooter tighten up a little bit, losing a little focus, and that's all it takes.
Now here's Murray. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. A nice shot by Aldridge.
That's where Aldridge burns defenses repeatedly. His mid-range game is so advanced and so polished, evidenced by that shot there.
Here is Howard.
And Dwight Howard, he's lost some explosiveness over the years, but still remains an intimidating presence when he's healthy. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call him a #1 option on the offensive end, but still great in the pick and roll, better than most when it comes to posting, and defensively, when he's moving well, a straight beast.
That's good from Howard. And the Hawks 2 seasons ago storming to 60 wins and Brent the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and along the way a franchise best 19-game winning streak.
Well, how amazing was that month of January where they played perfect basketball. The starting 5, they were all named co-players of the month. That was a first in league history. Also the franchise's first time to the conference finals in that season, but after getting swept, they still have some work to do.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Millsap a screen. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And you look at the advanced numbers. Very quietly, Paul Millsap is one of the most effective rim protectors in the league.
Yeah, I think that's pretty impressive, Kevin, and it speaks to not just the physical abilities of a player, but mentally being able to read what it is that offenses are doing and step into the right position. He's only 6'6" in socks, but when you take into account that wingspan, he can be effective down low.
That one misses.
Well, as people start to put together underrated lists, Paul Millsap at the power forward or small forward position comes up quite a bit. It's been that way for his entire career. Drafted 47th in 2006, and all he'd done at Louisiana Tech was lead the nation in rebounding, an unprecedented 3 consecutive seasons.
And he can't hit the second. And for Millsap, he's never been the most explosive athlete or Brent the most imposing to look at. Really, he's undersized at 6'8".
Well, I think a lot of coaches out there who covet a skill set of somebody at his size didn't misread him. That's why he's having the success he's had the past couple of seasons.
5 to shoot. Leonard the pass to Aldridge. Fires from the corner. That one misses. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Bazemore with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Lets it go with a 3. They get the rebound. A second chance effort. And the rejection by Leonard.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
Pau Gasol is checked in for San Antonio. And a change for the Hawks.
The game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And Brent, you look at the growing offensive role for Kawhi Leonard. For as many touches as he gets, he hardly ever turns the ball over.
Well, have you seen his hands, Kevin? How would you get the ball away from those things? You just don't find players who can score in isolation, space the floor, and protect the ball as well as he does.
Now here's Mills. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Golden State. Here's Aldridge. Aldridge can't get that one to fall.
I think the defense was surprised that he did not knock that down. Clear defensive breakdown there, guys. Should have made him pay.
Leonard with the steal. A pull-up. That one goes. Count it. Aldridge has got 8.
Well, the shooting percentage is excellent so far, and without him, they might not have the lead like they do now.
Screen by Howard. Hardaway dishes to Millsap. Kicks to Schroeder. 6 on the shot clock. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Schroeder's got the game tied up here for the Hawks. Now here's Mills. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And the wide open shot from Green. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the league's best rebounding teams since the All-Star break. In the 3rd spot, the Spurs. Number 5, the Hawks.
Yeah, both of these squads can rebound at a high clip, but it seems they've really even exceeded their expectations since the All-Star break.
Screen by Howard. Schroeder kicks to Howard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Brent, I know you're interested in coaching. You've been approached by several teams in the league. You see some coaches who like to do platoon substitutions, others who prefer to stagger minutes and blend starters with reserves. Put on your coach's hat here for a second. How would you approach that?
Well, I think it has to do with who you have on your team.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way to say I'll be a platooning coach no matter who it is that I have, because your first 5 may be good and your second 5 may be like the guys I play open gym with, and you don't want those guys in the game. So I'm always in favor of keeping one of your main stars on the floor as a conduit and the guy who can keep the rhythm of the offense going, help guys out, establish some confidence, and then swapping those guys out. And then obviously in crunch time, you're putting your best 5 on the floor to go at another team. But a lot of coaches have differing views on that. I love the fact that you can platoon guys. I'm not liking the wholesale
5 for 5.
5 for 5 shift change. We won't do that.
Okay. Now here's Mills. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He dishes it to Leonard. Drills it from outside. And the Spurs lead by 1.
So money on the catch and shoot. I don't know what the defense is doing there, giving Kawhi that shot.
It's Prince on the wing. Tries a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, the point's not hard to come by for them, that's for sure. I'd have surrendered too if I was trying to defend against that potent attack.
And you ask Greg Popovich's coach, he says he's never coached a player who improved as rapidly as Kawhi Leonard.
And that's saying a lot. Remember, Tim Duncan won the Finals MVP in his 2nd season playing alongside David Robinson. But by all accounts, Kawhi is just a tireless worker. You know, while he was at San Diego State, Kevin, he brought 2 lamps from home to the gymnasium because they wouldn't turn on the lights early enough for him to get his workouts in. Now, that's what I call a gym rat.
And he's good on the second.
And just another area where Kawhi continues to improve. One of the better free throw shooters in the league now, especially at the small forward spot.
Now here's Prince. 17 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Lee kicks to Ginobili. Lee outside. Passes it to Leonard. Ring shot on the way. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Feeds it to Cephalosha. Screen by Howard. Cephalosha passes to Ilyasova. The 3. It's hauled in by Ginobili. San Antonio leading. Outside Leonard. Pass to Gasol. Ginobili kicks to Lee. Now here's Ginobili. Tight defense on him. Leans from outside and misses everything.
And a nice job of utilizing his body to get around the defender, but that's just a tough one to knock down consistently.
And Leonard has it in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Leonard's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Spurs. There's 1:47 left here in the first quarter. Now Calderon. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. San Antonio making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. San Antonio leading by 5. Mills dishes to Ginobili. Lee kicks to Mills. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Atlanta with the rebound. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Hawks. They did get a win in the last game against this team, but he told me we're facing a dynamite offense. We were lucky to get a win the last time. We need to have discipline and detail tonight and try to minimize mistakes. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. What's your take on coach's strategy here?
I tell you what, he doesn't sugarcoat it at all. I mean, it's a challenge going up against a team that is just as potent offensively as this group is, and he wants his guys to be mentally prepared for it.
I think their coach would like them to be extremely physical as well. All the strategy in the world can't make up for good old-fashioned toughness and heart.
They have been after free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
He misses the free throw.
And the missed opportunities for them at the line here early on.
He hits the second from the line.
And when you look at the Spurs, it's about the offensive philosophy in terms of ball movement. You look at the numbers, players shoot much more efficiently off of the catch than they do with the dribble. The Spurs exemplify the good to great in ball movement.
Now here's Lee. He picked up 12 points in their last one against Golden State.
And really last time what I liked best is he used his body extremely well on the offensive glass. It seemed like the defense wanted no part of him when he got underneath.
Basket good.
It's nice to see the confidence he shows on his inside game and ability to get the shot up before the defender can do anything.
Here's Mills. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Screen by Lee. It could go. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
And they've taken a look at it, and they've overturned the call. They've overturned the call. They're calling the basket good, Greg.
Yeah, and that's why we have replay. I mean, to make sure the officials don't miss any calls. And really a good job to take the second look at it. Would have been a shame if they'd been cheated out of those points.
And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball, this is my passion. On the court, it's my sanctuary. I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships. I take this game very serious.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Relentless ball pressure, jumping into the passing lanes. They're just forcing them into ridiculous mistakes.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Bazemore is the 3 with Millsap the 4. Hardaway is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Ilyasova in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Millsap. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And after a divided ownership group sold the Hawks in 2015 for over $850 million, Brent, things are changing in Atlanta.
Yeah, both front office and ownership changes, and you really have to point at Mike Budenholzer as the head coach, doing some dynamic things in his first couple seasons as a head coach in the league. The team's doing great things on the court, and with that new regime, there are plenty of players out there who think of Atlanta as a destination city.
And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And here is Murray. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Green. Fires the 3. Hands it from downtown. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Effective and fundamental basketball there. That's Aldridge. Sets the solid screen to free up his teammate.
Hardaway kicks it over to Schroeder. Back to Hardaway. Puts up a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Murray, the pass to Dedmon. Simmons dishes to Murray. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
It's one of those things, the team hits from downtown. The other side immediately wants to get back those points.
Hardaway kicks it over to Schroeder. Here's the screen. Millsap sets the pick for Schroeder. Bazemore for 3. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Leonard, he's checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Murray with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Down low. And finished off by Leonard.
Man, when Leonard gets this kind of scoring rhythm going, very few defenders have the strength and athleticism to slow him down, unless he could guard himself.
And Bazemore kicks it over to Schroeder. That one drops for him. Schroeder's got 7 points. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Aldridge a screen. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. Outside, Green. The feed to Murray. 6 to shoot. Aldridge with a screen on Millsap. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Hawks. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. This is to Schroeder. Millsap in the corner. 3-pointer. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. San Antonio's gone 5 of 8 from 3-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Now here's Murray. He's covered by Bazemore. Leonard draws the double. The dish to Dedmon with his first shot attempt. He can't get that one to fall. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Ilyasova passes to Hardaway and by Aldridge. In the corner, Murray with it. He feeds it to Dedmon. On the wing, Green. 6 to shoot. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He has to back off on defense just a little bit. His team cannot afford to have him on the bench at this point in the game due to foul trouble.
Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Shot's good. Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Teams try not to base their offense around isolation scoring, but it sure is a nice luxury, Brent, for a team to have players who can make something out of nothing, manufacture points.
Well, all of a sudden, Kevin, when the ball swings around and there's nothing there, that's when coaches rely on the incredible creativity and scoring ability of some of the game's best. Being able to shake their primary defender loose, cause a secondary action, and then make the play. Invaluable to have breakdown offensive players.
Ilyasova can't hit. Spurs leading by 4. Leonard draws the double. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Drains it from beyond the arc. Aldridge has got 11 points.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now here's Schroeder. 7 points in the game. That one good for 2. 6 points for Paul Millsap.
Millsap anticipating the pass there and set himself up for the shot.
Murray kicks to Green. Now here's Murray. He's guarded by Schroeder. Outside Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. Outside Leonard. Offensive rebound Spurs. Dedmon's shot is off.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
The only way you're going to challenge him in that situation, you have to attack with more power.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Chris Humphries was first one of the best rebounders in the league, and now, after a few years of tinkering with his jumper, he's become a pretty good shooting big man. After the 2015 playoffs, Wizards coach Randy Whitman suggested that Humphries work on his three-pointer. Humphries said, "I hadn't really worked on it ever. I just had to adapt. I went at it trying to expand my game so I can play longer." Evan?
I'm sure we'll see a lot of players trying to add that 3, DA. Thank you.
Second player taken in the 2006 NBA draft, Aldridge has been an all-star multiple times and one of the game's most prolific scorers over the past decade. And LaMarcus at 6'11" is capable of playing both the power forward spot and, as the league moves forward, the center position. He favors playing the 4, but that versatility was huge in the Spurs signing him and keeping him around, something every team would value.
And when you talk about Aldridge at the 4 or at the 5, Brent, which position do you think he's best in?
Well, Kevin, seeing the league going smaller and smaller, he's more skilled, I think, than most centers at that 5 spot. He's got great foot speed, lateral movement's good, and he can stay in front of the smaller players, and that enables him to stay big against small ball lineups.
Good on both.
Not your typical big man free throws there. He's lights out.
The Hawks trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Poked loose. Now Bazemore. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Millsap misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Ginobili outside. The 11-footer. And misses it off the right side of the rim. In the corner, Hardaway with it. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
19 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
San Antonio leading by 5. Now the pass to Gasol. Ginobili kicks to Leonard. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
High percentage look for Kawhi there. He's developed such good touch inside. That one's automatic.
Millsap has the open look. Another miss by Millsap.
Well, he's seen it before where he can light it up with the best in the league, but right now, he just does not have the touch.
Mills dishes to Ginobili. There's a good screen. Screen by Lee. And here's Mills for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Calderon kicks to Millsap. Here's Calderon. A 14-point game for him in the win against Memphis. He dishes it to Howard. Puts it up from 12. That one wide left. Spurs leading by 10. The drive by Lee. He kicks it to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And he just dabbles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Prince kicks to Millsap. Drills the three-pointer. Millsap's got 7 points for the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Mills passes to Leonard. Goes up the baseline. The shot, no good. Prince with the defensive effort. The Hawks trailed by 9. Kicks it to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Now here's Mills, guarded by Prince. Outside Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
Well, he's the last guy you want to leave open there, but somehow he didn't knock it down.
Prince kicks to Calderon. Millsap a screen from past the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. Leonard's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Mills kicks to Leonard. Fires from 18. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
He's getting anything he wants out there. He has this look in his eyes that says, nobody's going to stop me. Not tonight.
Millsap a screen. Calderon kicks to Millsap. And yes, it's good. Millsap's got 11 points.
Well, Millsap really wants the shot anytime he can get it from there. That's his comfort zone.
Leonard with a screen on Prince. Puts it up from 12. And it's San Antonio with another.
And a big height advantage right there.
And sometimes it's not just the height, it's the flow in the shooting motion. Extremely effective from the mid-range.
Screen by Howard. Calderon has the open look. A 3-pointer off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And the stability of the San Antonio roster has always been one of their strengths, but with the departure of some of their veteran stalwarts, this Spurs team has a new look.
It's been really interesting how they've restructured what it is the franchise's foundation is going to be as they move forward. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard and LaMarcus Aldridge becoming the pillars of what the next 5 or 6 years of San Antonio Spurs basketball will be.
Passes to Howard. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. And that's 10 points for Howard. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. Leonard draws the double. The 9-foot shot. Shot's good by Lee. And the Spurs lead by 11. And so it's Atlanta with it. And here's Calderon looking for his first basket still in this one. Cephalosha dishes to Howard. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. San Antonio leading by 9. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Ginobili kicks to Lee. Millsap with the steal.
Yeah, the shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
It will be if they play this right. Definitely should hold it for the last shot.
Calderon, a good look. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Yeah, and I think that's the shot they were scheming to create on that possession. Painful it didn't go down.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Spurs lead by 9. It's time now to go court. The Hawks trail by 9. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for San Antonio. Leonard and Aldridge, the 2 stars at the 3 and the 4. Murray out there with Green, and it's Dedmon in at the 5. Murray with it. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. The Spurs shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And Green, no good on that one. Brent, when you played, you were one of the best passing wings in the NBA. How did you come about developing that play style, that skill of feeding others so well?
Huge influence for me, Kevin, growing up was Pistol Pete Maravich. I watched a lot of tapes, and maybe people out there remember old VHS tapes of homework basketball that Pistol Pete put out, and I watched those incessantly and went out in the driveway and tried those things, and then eventually frustrated every coach that I played for. But I had an innate ability to see the floor, some peripheral vision that I tried to use to my advantage, and I enjoyed always making the play for the next guy.
And you both came from basketball families. His dad was his coach at LSU.
That is correct. And although Press wanted Pete to shoot a lot, and he did.
And he did. And you?
And I was more of a pass-first guy.
Yeah.
I think with my dad, he took all the shots away from his teammates. I wanted to be a better teammate.
He took a family's worth of shots, right?
That is correct. And I spent years making up for it.
Outside Leonard. Over in the corner, Green lets the 3 fly. Hits it from 3-point range. Green's got 11.
They're playing with a huge bit of confidence and some fire here. They've recorded 3 in a row here, guys.
Screen by Howard. Hardaway passes to Schroeder. 3-pointer. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Aldridge. Sweet move. Rebound by the Hawks.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. Millsap dishes to Hardaway. Feeds it to Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Makes it off the glass. 16 points for him.
And even though he's been incredible from the field so far, his team still hasn't been able to get the edge in this one.
Here's Leonard, and it's San Antonio with another.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Hardaway kicks it over to Schroeder. He'll set a screen. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Bazemore misses. Spurs leading by 12. Now here's Murray. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Leonard. Can't get it to fall.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
Terrific use of the drive by Bazemore, running straight at the D and getting that one to go.
Now Murray. Outside Leonard. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. San Antonio making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Atlanta. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Dedmon kicks to Simmons. There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Bazemore passes to Schroeder. Outside Hardaway. To the middle. And stolen by Simmons. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Murray, good. Murray's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs. Atlanta calls timeout.
This is what your shot chart will look like. Every chance they've had to either attack the paint or play back to the basket, they've taken it, and it's been a complete success thus far.
It's stolen by Green. Pass to Murray. In the corner, it's Aldridge. They get it back. Jacks up a 3. Aldridge can't get that one to fall. The Hawks trail by 12. Here's Schroeder. He's got 9. The feed to Ilyasova. Hardaway kicks to Howard. And the shot counts. He's fouled. It's a chance for a 3-point play.
And that's just super strength there by Howard. So good at connecting on these shots despite the contact.
6 attempts for him at the line. He's made 4.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And the free throw, no good.
The first thing you talk about with the Hawks is the versatility and the depth of their front court. Not the biggest inside, but certainly their skill level is a cut above, and they can hurt you in many ways.
And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dishes it to Dedmon. Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon, because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Now here's Murray. He's guarded by Schroeder. Aldridge dishes to Murray. Outside, Green. He feeds it to Aldridge. Just 5 on the clock. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Aldridge has got 15. And Brett, you mentioned the depth for the Hawks. They've been a very savvy team, filling out that bench with players who can contribute.
Yeah, a blend of young players and old players. They're doing a good job of finding some international talent as well. A nice balance on their roster, and it seems like they know which direction they're going, and for right now, what they're doing.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. And here is Murray. There's the pick. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Schroeder. No good on the 3.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make him pay for it.
A 3 from Simmons, and a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. He has 6.
The defense slacked off a little bit. Probably didn't think he would take that one, but he made him pay.
Screen by Howard. Hardaway kicks it over to Schroeder. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Dish now to Ilyasova. And when you talk about all-time career numbers, there is one name in NBA history that shows up time and time again. Wilt Chamberlain, Wilt the Stilt, with 23,924 rebounds. His name synonymous with greatness on the basketball court.
And guys, I don't think there will ever be another player that will dominate their position like Wilt Chamberlain did.
Take a break.
And it's those rebounding numbers that paint the picture the most clearly. I mean, Wilt averaged almost 23 rebounds a game. Not just over a season, folks, over the course of his entire career. 11 rebounding titles, and his career total just shy of 24,000. I mean, nobody in the modern era has even come close to that.
And Brett, you won 2 titles playing for the Spurs. In a lot of ways, the model franchise in the NBA. What's their secret?
Well, Kevin, if I told you the secret, it wouldn't be one anymore. But really, it starts at the top with their general manager and, of course, Greg Popovich. When you continue the lineage that they've had between David Robinson and Tim Duncan, it's such a strong foundation for what it is that players are expected to do. And of course, they define their roles every time a new player is with their ball club. It's been sustained success. And most teams, Kevin, now basing their systems on the Spurs model of continued success.
The Hawks trailed by 11. Schroeder with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touch by Schroeder. We've got a chance here, so let's now look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The league's stingiest teams. The Spurs second.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
The pass to Gasol. Now here's Mills. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Lee. Great D that time from Howard.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
Yeah, he sat in that mid-range area, which can be a no-man's land defensively, but he quickly moved over to contest.
The Hawks have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line. Free throw good, Cephalosha.
Well, the Hawks offense predicated on ball movement and spacing and great shooting. They keep their shooters spread all over the floor, and if they can't get layups, those catch and shoot opportunities are something they're great at.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And the catch and shoot jumper, statistically a better shot than pull-up, but Brent, the Hawks make it the foundation of their offense.
Yeah, even when they're driving or they're posting up, you always get the sense that they're looking for the next pass.
Timeout.
And then potentially, Kevin, even
He's in the lane.
So it's Atlanta now. It's a 13-point game. Out to the right wing. Back to Calderon. He dishes it to Ilyasova. Atlanta again missing.
Yeah, unfortunate there, guys. Just a poorly set screen, and he didn't want to sacrifice his body to spring open his teammate.
Count it. Good. And it's 9 points for Manu Ginobili.
Still with the explosive first step, Ginobili gains an angle on the drive, and trust me, he knows him well.
Ilyasova is screen on Ginobili. Calderon passes to Schroeder. He kicks to Ilyasova. Just 5 to shoot. They get it back. Howard. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Mills dishes to Lee. Kicks to Ginobili. Passes it to Gasol. Shoots from 12. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists now in this one. Inside, and it's slammed in by Howard.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
And Mills kicks to Gasol. Ginobili outside. Back to Gasol. Feeds to Mills. Lee a screen on Schroeder. The 3 from Mills. It's deflected. They retain possession. For 3. Rebounded by Cephalosha. The Hawks trail by 15. Screen by Howard. Schroeder passes to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And when Howard gets it going, watch out. It's scary to see him dominate like this.
Ginobili kicks to Gasol. Now Mills. Pass to Ginobili. The feed to Lee. Screen by Lee. And here's Mills from the arc. Rebound Atlanta.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And Howard with the stuff.
Nice decision making by Schroeder there with a terrific assist.
Spurs leading by 11. Gasol up top. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Cavaliers. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there. And, of course, the Hawks sitting there 4 spots below.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hoped they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Calderon. And Mills kicks to Lee. Pass to Ginobili. Back to Lee. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. This is to Ginobili. Hits the jumper in space. Ginobili's got 11 points.
You know, you hear that A word all the time, aggressive, and sometimes just being that can turn your game around. He's been that in the second half, their go-to guy here.
Schroeder dishes to Howard. Count it. Good. Howard's got 16 points here in the second half.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Gasol. Mills passes to Ginobili. Back to Mills. From deep three-point range. Can't hit that one. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Spurs up 9. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Stay aggressive. You need about 8 or 9 of those. Just let them fly.
And feeling maybe some of his guys are being too careful on shot selection, I think, guys. How do you interpret Greg Popovich maybe trying to loosen them up just a bit?
I mean, you know, the intelligence and the experience he brings to the game, you know, he sees things just so clearly. Sometimes it's really just a simple adjustment.
And the final period of play just about to start. And so in the game for the Hawks, Bazemore is the 3 with Millsap the 4. Cephalosha is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Ilyasova in at the center. And Gasol gets it to go. Here's Schroeder. Millsap a screen. Schroeder kicks it to Bazemore. Ilyasova, a screen on Leonard. Here's Bazemore. Rebound San Antonio. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Mills. Leonard on the wing. He feeds it to Green. And that misses badly. Air ball. The Hawks trail by 11. Schroeder dishes to Millsap. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And it's 13 points for Millsap.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Gasol, a screen on Schroeder. Over in the corner, Gasol. Aldridge, the pass to Mills. 6 to shoot. Leonard draws the double. From deep, Green. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Murray's checked in for San Antonio. And a change for the Hawks. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Thabo Cephalosha. And so it's Atlanta with it. To the middle. Here's Schroeder. Got a hand on it. Hardaway against Green. There's the dish to Gasol. The pass to Aldridge. Yes, that goes in. And the Spurs lead by 11.
A super high percentage shot from Aldridge there. Layups work.
Millsap a screen on Leonard. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. From the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Green, the screen. Leonard kicks to Gasol. Shot clock at 5. And he comes off the screen to Perry with a jump shot. Gasol's got 4 this quarter.
And I really like to see Gasol go up with the shot immediately after getting the pass. Shows how much
offense and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Schroeder against Leonard. Millsap inside. Lets it go from 14. No good off the front iron. Spurs leading by 13. And Leonard has it in the corner. Leonard draws the double. Green kicks to Aldridge. Green in the post. Guarded by Hardaway. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, such smarts there. Green knows exactly where to pick his spots and how to generate some points.
Shooting for San Antonio, Daniel Green. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
A relatively rare trip to the free throw line for Green, averaging just 1 attempt per game over the course of his career.
Ilyasova, screen on Leonard. Here's Schroeder. He dishes it to Ilyasova. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And it's something the NBA, Brent, has been discussing between the franchises for a few years now. What are your thoughts on having ads on NBA jerseys now?
Kevin, I don't really have a problem with it as long as it's tastefully done, and I hope the league does their due diligence in making sure that it looks respectable and we don't lose the beautiful, unbelievable logos that we're so familiar with, that we've seen for years and years, and that those colors are well represented.
No clutter, but we see so much of it in arenas with the music and the constant advertising that goes on scoreboards and around the building inside.
Well, they're there to make some money, aren't they, Kevin?
They are.
Okay, so...
Millsap sets the pick for Schroeder. Clock at 6. 13 feet away. They get it back. He kicks it to Ilyasova. And here's Bazemore. Passes it to Schroeder. Goes back up. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Defense pretty solid there, but Schroeder finds a way to knock one down.
Murray with it. Gasol, a screen on Schroeder. Here's Murray. The shot misses. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
Yeah, I know the shot's been off just a smidge tonight, but he's contributed in other ways to help his team have the lead in this game so far.
Leonard against Schroeder. Millsap a screen on Leonard. Shoots it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Pau Gasol. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Howard's checked in. Spurs leading by 12. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Leonard. Good work defensively by Millsap. For Atlanta, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Hardaway, no good. For San Antonio, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9.
Man, just imagine how much they'd be up by, guys, if his shot was going in.
It's deflected. Outside Aldridge. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Aldridge has got 21.
Yeah, he can have this kind of output, putting on a one-man show. Aldridge scoring whenever he wants.
Howard setting the pick for Schroeder. Kicks it to Bazemore. Screen by Howard. Back to Schroeder for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
It's stolen by Schroeder. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Oh,
yikes. Wow. And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Exactly. They get out quickly, executed to perfection.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Murray dishes to Dedmon. Outside Leonard. Feeds it to Aldridge. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Bazemore. 17-foot shot on the way. Spurs leading by 9. Now here's Murray. Pass to Green. Now the feed to Murray. Clock at 6. Here's Dedmon. He's guarded by Howard. And it's sent back by Howard.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously. Skying up and sending him back was his impressive vertical.
Now Murray. Pass to Aldridge. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Pop now in his 2nd decade as head coach of the Spurs, closing in on the 3rd decade with the team overall. Incredible to see that kind of longevity for a coach with one team.
And you think of Popovich's tenure since he took over the Spurs back in 1996. There have been over 220 head coaching changes in the NBA. That's amazing.
That's just incredible stuff, Kevin. And so many people throughout the Spurs family tree of coaches have been hired not only to be on the bench, but as general managers of teams. So the brain trust of San Antonio and the branches of that franchise, boy, there's touches of it all over the NBA.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. Here's Hardaway. Millsap a screen. Outside Hardaway. Now here's Howard. He's guarded closely. Schroeder. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, and coming into the NBA, Dennis Schroeder drew comparisons to Rajon Rondo for his frame and his quickness. He's already shown himself to be a better shooter than Rondo, but his defense still has a long way to go.
That's good from Schroeder. And Brent, you think of the comparison between Rondo and Dennis Schroeder. They both have a certain cockiness to them, don't they?
Yeah, they play with some bravado out there, and that's one of the first things that you notice about Schroeder. Great confidence. He doesn't back down from the challenge that anyone offers up.
He's perfect from the line this time. San Antonio leading by 9. Here's Murray. Aldridge a screen. Murray the pass to Green. Dishes it to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots a fader. Second chance shot. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Well, as soon as the shot was released, Millsap gets off the floor quickly and blocks it.
Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Screen by Howard. Shot off the pick. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
The first free throw is good.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
And both free throws good for Howard.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Spurs working the ball around now. And stolen by Howard. Millsap dishes to Hardaway. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here is Murray. Here's Leonard. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Leonard's got 23.
There just aren't many guys that have a more devastating mid-range game. Leonard has fine-tuned that shot to where it's almost automatic.
Here's Millsap. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Man, once Millsap gets the ball in his hands, everyone in the building knowing he was going to take and make that shot.
Aldridge against Tower. Green inside the three-point line. Had the space there, but it's offline. Hardaway with it. Howard kicks it over to Schroeder. He feeds it to Millsap. 6 to shoot. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Spurs leading by 5. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Yeah, I don't know if he just lost sight of the lines on the floor, but he seemed perfectly oblivious to where he was on the court, guys.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. 14 feet away. It's good. And now just a 3-point Spurs lead.
Millsap's mid-range J is getting more and more consistent. When he elevates for those shots, you expect most of those to go.
Murray kicks to Leonard. There's the dish to Murray. Aldridge with a screen on Schroeder. A wide open look here for Aldridge. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
Exceptional shot-making ability there, especially considering the stakes. Aldridge stepping up.
Schroeder kicks to Millsap. 14 feet away. Again, Millsap missing. Spurs leading by 5. Leonard on the wing. Rebounded by the Hawks.
The defense arrived just in the nick of time to throw him off there. So fortunate he missed that one, guys. And he's not picking his spots out there right now, at least not well. He's forcing low percentage opportunities, and it's no surprise the frustration right there on his face.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Knocked away. Nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
That's just a big boy shot from Bazemore. Talk about being cool in the clutch moment.
And that's an intentional foul. So it's San Antonio now. Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Aldridge kicks to Deadman. Basket counts.
And this is where Aldridge's offensive prowess helps out his teammates.
Puts it up off the inbound. Connects.
Tremendous awareness on the catch and pop from Cephalosha. So good at realizing when he's got just a little bit of room and a good look at the basket.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for San Antonio, Manu Ginobili. Taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pau Gasol is checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Aldridge comes in for David Lee. Leonard, he's checked in for Jonathan Simmons. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. Schroeder The pass to Hardaway. Shoots a three. Gasol with the rebound. And they go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Shooting for San Antonio, Kawhi Leonard. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Here is Calderon for 3. Millsap gets the 3 to fall.
What a huge shot from Millsap. Gotta love how he steps up in that moment.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done, and to send the
denied in the fourth quarter. And his teammates could sense it. They kept feeding him the ball, and he kept delivering points. Kenny, your thoughts?
He had the scorer's mentality tonight. Yeah, I think his coach knew it. His teammates knew it, and the fans even knew it. More than once, they gave him the rock and just simply got out of his way. Obviously, it worked for them tonight.
This game was the property of LaMarcus Aldridge, guys. He was a beast on the low block. I know he's the third option on his team, but he was the old LaMarcus, the Portland Trailblazer LaMarcus tonight. That's why he posed so many problems. Defenses cannot figure out what to do about this man.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everyone.